bots and botnets. I think we talked a little bit about bots and botnets already. But what bots are is basically, I like to call them zombies. A compromised host can be installed with one or more bots. Okay. And a bot is an automated script or a tool that performs some type of malicious activity. Now, me as a hacker, I could basically take over your computer and you're now like a zombie. Now I can make you do what I want you to do, right? But I can turn your computer into a bot. Now, imagine if I were to distribute, or maybe I were to hack like 10 computers. Now I have a botnet. Okay, that's what a botnet is used for, or that's what a botnet is. You have one is just going to be one computer is just going to be a bot. Multiple infected systems are going to be a botnet, and again, they're at my mercy. I can have them do whatever I want them to do. Now, botnets are actually going to be used for many types of malicious purposes. But one of the biggest things that they can be used for is a denial of service attack or a distributed denial of service attack. And this is typically where you have, they send like multiple SYN packets from multiple sources. Okay. So if you obviously are worried about something like that, or if you want to implement some type of security to prevent this from happening, then you want to enable some type of DDoS protection. Okay. So that's the difference between a bot and a botnet. And command and control, we slightly touched on this already. That's just simply going to be the headquarters station of where these botnets are getting their direction from. So if I hack 10 computers, I am the command and control. If I have a remote access somewhere and all the direction is coming from me, I am the command and control. Okay. Backdoors from misconfiguration and unauthorized software. Yes, that could happen. Just to throw in a little note in there. So misconfiguring hardware and software or security policies can allow for backdoors, but also can unauthorized software. Now, rootkits, we won't hit too heavy on a rootkit. Rootkits, this is where malware can, or really in Windows, this is where malware can only be manually installed with the local administrator privileges. And this means that the user must be confident enough to install these packages and to enter credentials or accept the user access control prompt, the one that we keep accepting in our labs. Windows tries to protect the system from abuse of administrator privileges. Now, critical processes run with a higher level of privilege, and this is going to be system in all caps. Consequently, Trojans installed in the same way as regular software cannot conceal their presence entirely and will actually show up as a running process or a service. Okay. Often the process image name is configured to be similar to a genuine executable or a library to avoid detection. For example, a Trojan might use the file name like run32DLL, or excuse me, D11. And it's masquerading as the run32DLL, dynamic link library. Okay, so it's actually supposed to be DLL, but you might see D11. That's a rootkit. All right, definitely a rootkit. You might want to try to dodge that and get that one out of there. It can replace key system files and utilities. It can purge log files. There's also firmware rootkits. So basically a rootkit doesn't necessarily have to be installed on the like a Windows operating system or a Linux operating system. It can be installed on like a switch or a router. Okay, anything that's firmware. All right. It can be part of the hard drive or an adapter card or some type of removable drive. Okay. So one thing to kind of look out for with rootkits. Again, I don't see them being too big on the exam. Let me just make sure here. Nope. Nope. Okay, you guys are good there. So like I said, I wasn't going to hit heavy with rootkits. But again, they're not like your typical worm or virus. They just kind of lay dormant in system operating systems, and they try to get to things that are at the root level or the administrative level. They can definitely be corrupted though. All right, so ransomware, crypto, malware, and logic bombs.